Too easy. What it do? What it do?
What it do, Screw?
Man, we just here, big dog. We just here, man.
And
Just
welcome
killing
to
as always.
the Too Easy podcast, baby. Yeah, man.
Bringing it to your mom's house.
Bringing it to your mommy. If you hear our voice in the background and you hear your mother shuddering, her teeth, just know
Yeah.
it's because she's listening to us.
Yeah, I mean, if you hear your mom's, noises coming from your mom's bedroom, just understand I'm working. So if you see my shoes in the front door, if you see my shoes by the front door, just know that I'm asking for more.
Yeah,
And
at least you're being respectful. You know what I'm saying? You're putting the shoes at
I'm
the
being
front.
respectful, you know what I mean? I don't. So all I ask of you, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna slip you a quick $10. You know what I mean?
So we had
Afterwards.
$10 under the door.
Yeah, here you go, little buddy. But yeah, man. You wanna go play at the park? Y'all know me. I'm the biggest asshole.
Yeah, you want to go play in the backyard? Go get the football.
Go get the football. Go get your clothes. Go. Come on.
Yeah,
Really?
put on cleats.
And as I run out the front
Everybody go
door,
play catch.
right when he goes to his room, I run out the front door and fucking get in my car and drive off. He's like, "Then we gonna play at the park." Hi, little nigga. I don't know you. Oh man. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I gotta wash your shirt." Why? She's like, "Mom, he said he was gonna take me to the park." Yeah, no, he's an asshole, baby. Don't listen to him. What's good? He's like, "I gotta wash your shirt though." He's like, "What's wrong with my shirt? You just wash clothes." Yeah, he used your shirt as a cleanup rag. Man,
Sound like Trey Rags.
nah, man. Nah, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, I got, I was just thinking about stories and then just going back to the military, dog. It's like, I remember coming back, I remember I was coming back from a funeral with my grandma's. I remember I had that same feeling, that same, like, scared feeling, like a little boy. Because I was like, oh, fuck. Because, they said you got to be back at curfew at this time.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so pretty much I'm coming back from a funeral and buried my grandma. Coming back and what's it called? Yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like I was running, like looking all over the place, scrambling at the airport, and I was like, oh shit! And I'm trying to get a whatchamacallit, a Uber, and an Uber is going to be so. Thinking I land at 8:45.
Where you? What city?
This is in Seattle.
Seattle.
So I land at 8:45. Base is about an hour away. 45 minutes to an hour. I land at 8:45. I have to be there at 10 p.m. If not, I'm gonna get reported to battalion. I'm gonna get counseling or even worse. I'm gonna get counseling or something even worse. And so, crazy night. And so I'm about to get a counseling because the Uber. I'm like, and I'm calling my squad leader. I was like, Sergeant, I'm looking for a ride. And he's like, man, I'm about 2 hours out, man. I can't even go and get you. I was like,
How he
oh,
2 hours out?
I mean, he has his own house and everything. I mean, he doesn't have the barracks. So we had to make it back for the barracks.
Curfew was 10 p.m.
Yeah, curfew was 10 p.m. And I landed at 8:40. And it's like 8:45. I'm looking for someone. I'm like, oh, damn. And the closest Uber is not going to be there until 9:15. 9:15, that was the time. And I was like, oh, damn. I may have messed up. And I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, damn. And then I see one of the cooks I was working with while I was doing cook duty. Because, once you get injured, they give you all the crap duty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When you get injured, they give you all the crap duty. That way you're not doing actual duty. And so they
This is
gave
the
me crap.
infantry. That's why it's infantry.
Yeah, it was infantry.
Once you're injured, you're pretty much useless to them.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
You're
pretty much
useless.
how they saw me. And so it was like, and I saw him. I was like, Pedro, is that you? He's like, hey, Virgo, what's up? I was like, hey, what's good, bro? What you doing here, man? Man, he's like, man, I'm thinking about saying F it all and go home. It's like, what? I was like, you can't do that, bro. I know, man, I know. I was
And they
saying
gotta
F
go
it, but
AWOL.
yeah, he thinking about going AWOL. I'm like, hey, dog, like, what you talking about, man? He's like, man, F this, man. I want to go home. And I was like, I know, dog, I know, man, but we got to go back. He's like, fuck this stupid ass state. Fucking raining all the time. I hate it. Because he lives in Florida. And he had to come back to literally the other side of the country where it's raining all the time. Imagine living in the Sunshine State going all
Yeah,
the way to fucking, you know what I mean? And he
yeah,
just fucking hated it. Like, he hated it. You know, man, like, he's literally crashing out at the fucking flight attendant desk. God damn it. I'm going to buy another ticket. F this. And I'm like, hey, no, dog, don't crash out, man. Don't. Hey, man, come on, man. He's like, fine, man. And my girl's outside anyways waiting for me. I'm about to head back. I was like, dog, please don't tell me you got extra space for me. He's like, yeah, come on in, man. She cool. I was like, I bet, man. Appreciate it, you know, because they like literally live in the barracks right next to us. And so I'm like, okay, ooh, we gonna make it back. And so I'm like, okay, cool. I grab my bag. I'm limping. I'm like this. I'm limping because this is after, I already had my, this is like well in after my injury. So I'm fucking hobbling with my bags and shit. Hey, dog. And they almost left me too. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, Marco. Yeah, he's riding with us. I was like, he almost left me.
I
I was like,
forgot
hey,
that.
I was like, yeah, he's riding with us. He's like, I'm telling you, dude, this dude was crazy. This dude was funny as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie. And we're in, and I'm like, okay, I put my bags in. They're like, all right, you right up front. No, you right in the back with my homegirl. I'm like, all right. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Say, hey. And so I'm just chilling, man, and we're going back. And then she's telling him, like, tell me why I found, or tell me why I was talking to Sergeant such and such. I'm not gonna say names, but I was like, tell me why I was talking to Sergeant such and such, and she told me y'all had sex. And he was like, what? No, I didn't have sex. She showed me the text messages, and she lying. And she's like, I'll pull over right now and make you miss curfew. I was like, no. I was like, hold on. Hey, hold on, no. Because I'm gonna miss curfew. He misses curfew. I was like, hey, no. He's like, hey, and I'm over here begging. I was like, no, I'm gonna pull this mother. I don't care. I was like, hey, hold up. Like, he's like, I don't care. He's like, who is it? It's like, man, me and I had to work once or twice, and you my baby, right? You my baby. He's like, we're gonna do our thing when we get back. Say we're gonna do our thing. I said, yeah, we're gonna do our thing. Okay. I was like, hey man, I was like, fucking, I'm over telling him like, hey, fucking like, um, I'm like, hey man, keep it together, bro. My goodness, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like and then she just started speeding up, and I'm like, hey, we good? And she's like, you wouldn't cheat on me, right? And she started speeding up. And she was like going like 85. And
Like
I'm like,
suicidal 85 or just 85?
kinda 85. 85 on like a 60 or 65. And I was like, I
I
was
hate,
looking
I hate when women do that. I'd be like, yo.
and then in the car, and you could tell her axle was off. And so we started wobbling. I was like that. I was like, what? I was like, hey, I hit dog. I was like, hey man, talk to me, man. Mm. And I'm telling him, I'm like, hey man, just talk to her, bro. I was like, man, get off the line. And he's like, so baby, he's like, hey, you wouldn't cheat on me, right? And she's like, like a desperate call, like you would cheat on me, right? Like looking at him, hey, you better answer that carefully. And so it was a crazy night. And so and so I'm telling him like, hey man, talk to her. And she's like, no, baby, no. And you know damn well he's on.
And he was lying his ass off.
Oh, he was lying his ass off. I've seen him with a bunch of girls already. That's right, nigga. If you end up seeing this shit, I saw you. But
They,
that nigga was running through all the girls in the fucking cafeteria. All the girls knew his name. What do you want, Pedro? He was getting all the chocolate. Man, he was smashing all the chocolate women, too. All the chocolate women there knew his name. I was like, gosh damn, who don't know this name? You know? I was like, gosh damn. Motherfucker was running through him. And this dude, keep in mind, this dude's 5'4". 5'4", 5'3".
yeah,
But this dog is moving.
yeah, game.
He had game. I don't know what it was. This dude had game. Nah, I feel you, man. That's how I felt like that night too, because we had to make it back to barracks, and then after the curfew. So what happened was, so once we made it back, I picked up dog. Right, we made it back, and then we had to do a formation at 10:15.
Yep, it's
And
always a
so
formation after curfew.
yeah,
A
after
lot of people
curfew
don't
was
know
our
that shit. A lot of people just
yeah
think, "Oh no, we got curfew. We just going back."
yeah
No,
no
motherfucker, we got to stand in formation.
yeah,
We got to prove that we're here.
yeah pretty much. And so we had a formation, and we're coming back on like a Friday. What was it, like on a Thursday, Friday night, or yeah, Thursday night? And one of my sergeants, I'm not gonna say his name, but one of my sergeants is coming back wearing some crazy shit. He was wearing some because I had a sergeant there that was swinging for the other team, but he was coming straight from that you know that club. So when we made it there. We were like, okay, and the sergeant's cool, and we're making it back in time. We're like, damn, okay, cool. And so we make it back, get ready for formation, and then everybody's like, we're all getting checked up, and one of the sergeants coming back from a club because he had to come back for the formation. He's like, hey, he's about to head out to a club, and he's wearing these freaking tights. I guess he's wearing these shorts and these tights, and I'm telling you, it's like, what? You said what?
Leggings,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
biker shorts, but
yeah. It's and so, but no, I love after a while, he turns out he's actually a solid dude. And so, he's a solid dude. And everybody in the platoon loves him to death. And so, but he's funny though. He would try to make you so uncomfortable on purpose. Like that was his thing. Like he would try to make you uncomfortable on purpose. He was cool as fuck though. He was cool as fuck. Cool sergeant. One of the cool sergeants I had. And so, but he'll try to make you uncomfortable. So he comes in on formation. He's like, guys, are we lined up? We lined up? All right, just be ready. And he's talking serious, wearing, oh, wait, no, he wasn't wearing, no, I think he was wearing fishnets. Fishnets. And with short, kid you not. And so, if I'm not mistaken, if that was the night, that's the night. And he came in. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. And so he came in, fishnets. He's over talking serious, but he's in he's in short shorts and fishnets, and and he already smelled like he already had some alcohol, like he already smelled like he pre-gamed.
oh damn.
And so hey, make sure everybody's in formation. And it was like we're like this. Me and my homeboy, what was his name? My homeboy Penny. We're looking at each other like this on parade rest, like we're looking at each other like.
My niggas do that for.
Yeah, he's like, and so, but it was my first time seeing it. Actually, no, it was my second time seeing it during Halloween, he went out. He wore these gold pants or gold short shorts, and with the same fishnets and leggings. And yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, our sergeant was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. He's dope. He's cool as fuck though. He's cool as fuck. And so and yeah, man, we're over there waiting on him and waiting on formation. He's looking at everybody. He's like, all right, which one of you dipshits missed curfew? And, or which one of you? He said there was like three of us. He's like, there was two of y'all, no, two of y'all. There's two of y'all that made it just in time. Which one of you assholes were they? We're about to raise our hand, and then two other. We didn't realize they were behind us, and then two other new privates raised their hands, and we're like, we're like he's like, yeah, we got your name, and then Barco, you were just before him, weren't you? You got fucking lucky. You got real fucking lucky, Barco. I almost had you run fucking ammo detail. I was like, Roger Sergeant. He's like, shut the fuck up. I was like, Roger Sergeant. I was like, ooh, ooh. And I didn't notice they were behind us, that they were running behind us and sprinting. And we didn't realize they were behind us, so they made them run ammo detail. So they literally had to wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning to guard ammo.
Ammo detail is fucking horrible.
Ooh, I was like, ooh. And so, yeah, so I was like, ooh. And so, fucking, yeah, and we the formation ends and everything, and fucking, then my sergeant, I can't make this up. He starts doing this dance, going to his car. He's like, all right, don't make any fucking mistakes tonight. Go to your fucking rooms and go to sleep. All right? Yes, Sergeant. All right. He turns around, starts doing the dance to his car. He starts doing a dance wearing biker shorts with leggings. Biker shorts with leggings. with the suspenders.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with the suspenders. And he's like this. I was like, what? It was crazy. You just had to be there.
Yeah.
You had to be there. You really had to be there. It was funny as hell. But
It is that month.
it is. I mean, hey. Also, shout out to you, Sergeant. It is that month.
Yeah, it is that
Much
month.
love, much love.
Stay out the streets, goddamn.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
out of the streets, man, this month.
shout out to my dog, man. You know who you are. I'm not saying no names though.
I'm staying.
But
I'm staying indoors.
What's good? What's good? Hey, so thank y'all for tuning in. This is a commercial little break we got going on. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Go and do that now while you have a chance. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is the Too Easy Podcast, baby. It's your boy King Barco. Go and do it. Get it done, big dog. Like, share, and subscribe. Get it done, motherfucker. Come on now. Let's go. Come on. That way we can get back to the show. Hurry up, nigga. Come on. Come on. My bad, big dog. What's about Jasmine was coming back. She's about to get us some dinner. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're in the car and she's speeding like crazy. And dude's like, man, I'll never cheat on you. I'll never cheat on you. Like I said, we all, it's bullshit. And so, she's speeding, and I'm like, gosh, damn, I think she hit 90 at one point. And the car's wobbling. It's fucking wobbling. She's treated like the axle's fucked.
It has a governor on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking the axle's fucking that axle's probably gone. And so we're getting there. I'm like, gosh damn. And then and then I think some car like did a hard stop and she fucking stopped that bitch. We were sliding for a better half of fucking like 10 seconds. Just sliding. Or no, 5 seconds. and we were kind of sliding. I was like, gosh, damn. And then he's like, damn, baby, can you slow down? And he's like, you want me to get you there and that? I'm like, gosh, damn. And so, bro, we make it there at 9:59. Curfew's at 10. We make it at 9:50. I'm hobbling my bags. I'm hobbling like a motherfucker. And then and the sergeant there's like, don't worry, big dog. I saw you, man. Don't worry about it. I was like, thank you, sergeant. And I was like, I appreciate it. Thanks for the car ride. You good, you good. I was like, gosh, dang. Oh, wait, no, I didn't even tell you the most important part. So before we even get there, right when we enter base, I see my homeboy. So right when we enter base, I see my homeboy. And he's running. He's booking it. And I'm like, and we still have some extra space. And I'm seeing my homeboy. I was like, hey, that's my dog, Yazelle. You know what I mean? That's my dog, you know. I was like, that's my dog. I was like, hey, bro. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Yazelle. It was Phillips, I believe. Phillips. And so he's running. He's booking it. He's like, yeah, my Uber's, I think it was his Uber or his car ride. Their car broke down right before getting to base. And so, yeah, bro, it broke down before they got to base. So he had to book it going, you know, running through the gate. And he was booking it. This dude was booking. He's like, and it was like at like 10, like 9:55. And he was booking it. I'm telling you, he was booking it. And so, man, bro, I'm telling you, if there was like a time of panic or fucking everything, this dude is sweating like a motherfucker. He's like, I was like, hey, P, is that you? He's like, yeah, that's me. He's like, hey, you need a ride? He's like, yeah, you go to barracks? I was like, yeah. He started, man, this dude was like, when he got in the car.
That motherfucker was scared to get that pee, boy.
Oh my gosh, we were so fucking terrified to miss curfew. And so,
and it's not even that serious, man. Honestly, like a lot of the things that happened was never that serious. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I had like a few close callings. I never really had curfew in the fleet, but I had because I was at a support battalion. Yeah. But when I was in a schoolhouse, man, oh my God, dude, I had some close calls, dog. And it was but the thing is, it was because I was drinking, right? And I was 19. Yeah. I'm 19, right? And, you know, everybody in the military, yeah, I would say 90% drinks underage, right? At least one time. So it's nothing new. It's just all across all services. We pretty much get introduced into, you know, just negative habits once or twice before we actually are eligible to actually do those negative habits. So I got introduced into drinking, and we decided to go to a strip club that night, right? And it was probably a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because one, we was E2s. Me and my friends, we were E2s. We did not have no fucking money. We got paid, what, $600 a paycheck? We had no fucking money. Just E2s, man. I think it was an E1 or E2. One of the two. Either way, I was making $600 a fucking paycheck. No business being in no damn strip club with that much money. Right? So, but these motherfuckers, we go to the mall and we're like, you know, walking through and this girl comes up to us. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Probably had a BBL. I didn't really know much about BBLs back in the day. Fine as hell. Comes up to us, me and my homeboy, and she's like, hey, I'm having this event. And she tried to disguise it as an event, right? Hey, I'm having this event, you know. Yeah. I'm going to be doing like a special event for me. It's my birthday. I was wondering if you guys can come by. And we felt flattered. We was like, oh shit, like this bad bitch came up to us out of everybody here. What the fuck? She handed us a card and everything like that. And it didn't really look like a strip club. You know what I mean? And then she kept talking and everything like that. And I'm just like, I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck she's saying. I'm just looking. I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Yeah. We'll be there. We'll be there. This is the address? Yeah, we'll be there. And I was like, what time should we come? She was like, oh, you know, get there around 11. I was like, because 11, I think 10, 11 was curfew. 11 was curfew. So I'm like, oh shit, can we come a little bit earlier? And then she was like, yeah. Y'all come a little bit earlier. You know, what time do you think you'll be there? Like, probably like 8-ish, 8 p.m. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. I could do 8. I could do 8. Yeah, we could do 8. And I'm like, what do you mean she could do 8? This is her fucking event. She set the time. And none of it ever really clicked to me. I was just looking at how fine she was. And then we just kept, and then she walked off and she just kept going. And so next thing you know, me and my homeboy and then my other homeboy, we all decided, he was like, hey man, we gotta go to this party tonight. And he was like, what party? Because my other homeboy, he wasn't with us at the time. And then we showed him, he was like, yo, this party right here, we got this little business card, whatever. He was like, man, we got formation. I'm like, dog, it's fucking Saturday. Let's just go to a party. Let's just hang out. It's better than going to those hotel parties, because that's usually what we did.
Yeah.
We would go to hotel parties out in town and drink and act crazy, right? That we're not supposed to do that, but we're allowed to go to, other establishments. And I was like, dog, we're going to an actual establishment. Let's go to this one. And he's like, all right, bet. So we all, you know what I'm saying, we get on our best dress, our new outfits that we just bought and everything like that inside the mall and shit. And then around like 7 o'clock, we start to, travel that way because we all, we're military. We fucking arrive early, bro. We arrive early. So we ended up getting there, and it's like this little hole in the wall shack looking place. I'm just like, oh shit, this party about to be good. Me, I'm thinking Houston. My homeboy, he's thinking Chicago. And my other homeboys, he's from Livingston, which is like close to Houston. We're thinking, oh shit, this about to be a ghetto ass function. This shit about to be lit. Yeah. We get inside and it's like low lights, dimming. This is my first time being in a strip club. Low lights, dimmed, and everything. I'm like, it's kind of weird. I don't see nobody here. A few people start walking in, like older men, and we're just like, yo, we the youngest ones here. She greets us. She comes up to us. She greets us. She's like, hey, how you doing? And she's talking to my friend. Whole time. And I'm like, damn, motherfucker. So I'm low-key getting a little jealous. I'm like, damn, I thought she wanted to talk to me. But she's talking to my friend, and my friend, he's over there like, oh, yeah, we came through like we said we was going to do. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she like took him away, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? But she took this nigga to ATM. And then my other friend, he was over there chilling with me. He was like, nigga, we at the fucking strip club. And I was like, what? We at the strip club, bro? Oh, shit. We at the fucking, bro, I ain't got no fucking money. He was like, bro, we just got paid. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'm pulling out $200. That's it. I'm not nothing else. I'm pulling out $200. That's it. That's my limit. And so we'll pull out $200, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like Cole, you know what I'm saying? I'm like J. Cole in that one song. You ain't showing nothing, I ain't throwing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm being selfish and stingy. My homeboys, they throwing everything. They just throwing everything. Just throwing ones, fives. I'm just like, bro, they get taken to private rooms, right? They get taken to private rooms and shit like that. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on over there? So I'm like just sitting there all, everybody's ignoring me because I'm being lame, not throwing money. Everybody's ignoring me. It's around like 9 o'clock, 9:30ish. And I go over there. I went over to like where, the private room is at, and it's like a woman waiting at the door. And she's like, how can I help you, hon? And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to see where my friends are at. And then they were like, oh, they're in there getting like, lap dances and shit. I'm like, what? You pay for lap dances? She was like, yeah, it's going to be $60. And I was like, I'll wait. I'm good. And I went back, and I was, like I said, I was being stingy the whole night. And then my friends, they were gone for at least 2 hours. And then I was so mad. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was calling them and shit. Like, bro, we got to go. And then next thing you know, this gorgeous woman. She was Latina, man. She was Latina. Oh my God, bro. She was Latina. She came up to me, man. She was gorgeous, thick, beautiful. She just got through dancing and everything like that. I still had like $190 because I barely threw any money. I threw 10 single dollar bills, bro. That's it. 10 single dollar bills. I couldn't even drink, so I just had all my money just sitting there. She comes up to me. She was like, what are you doing? Why are you sitting by yourself? I'm just like, I'm just waiting on my friends. She was like, wait on your friends? Where they at? I was like, oh, they in there getting lap dances and shit. I'm just ready to, go. I'm not really into that. And she was like, so what are you into? And I was like, I'm just, I'm over here just bullshit. I'm like, I'm not really like into getting lap dances. I'm into like the real thing. I don't do like lap dances. And then she was like, okay, well, how much money you got? And I was like, I don't really have that much money on me. I lied. I was like, yeah, I got like $90. I don't have that much money on me. She was like, oh, okay, that could do. I can give you a lap dance. And I was like, fuck it. Yep, I want it. I want it. I want it. I was like, yes, ma'am. Let's go. As I was going in, they were coming out. And it was like, bro, where you going? I was like, nah, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. It's my turn now. So I go in there for like 30, 45 minutes, and they're rushing me. They're rushing me like, yo, we gotta fucking get back. What the fuck is wrong with you? And they're coming up to me while I'm getting a lap dance. I got my face in her titties, everything. I'm like enjoying myself, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
19-year-old me. I'm a fucking nasty ass motherfucker, right? So I'm doing everything I can to get all $90 worth of my money out of this shit. And then they're like, bro, we gotta go. The taxi's waiting outside. And I'm like, oh, I'm not coming here no more. So we get up, and she's like, thank you for your time, huh? Can I get a tip? I gave her $10. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I spent $100. I keep the 100. I keep the 90 that I still had. So we run to the cab, and then the security's like, yo, where y'all going? Where y'all going? Why y'all not saying? I was like, bro, we gotta make formation. I was like, you motherfuckers are boots. Like, he knew we were fucking boots at that point. And we're running in the strip club. So we run to the cab, and the cab is like, yo, where y'all going? And then we fucking pretty much, we told him, oh yeah, we're going to like this camp, whatever. I'm not gonna say name. We're going to camp, yada yada yada. Can you hurry up and take us? Like we're at least 15 minutes away. We gotta get to formation and everything like that. I'm talking about, we're smelling like stripper ass. We're smelling like women's cologne. Oh, yeah. Everything. Not to mention, we pre-gamed beforehand, before even getting there. We took like those Four Locos. We each took a Four Loco. And a Four Loco, back in the day, in 19.
Back then, those motherfuckers were.
I can't even take that shit down because that's just too crazy. But we had a Four Loco, and I was fucked up. And we get there. I'm drunk as shit because the shit's starting to kick in. Because I've just been sitting down the whole time. The shit's starting to kick in, so I'm drunk as shit. I can't even fucking think. I'm like running, trying to get my PT clothes on. And shit, and I see my roommate. This motherfucker's passed out drunk. He's 21. He's 22 or 21, so he's eligible to drink. And I'm like, yo, get the fuck up. Get the fuck up, man. He's like, oh, man, oh, shit. Oh, what's going on? He's white. I'm like, dude, we got formation. He's, oh, shit. Oh, hey, can you carry me? I was like, bitch, I'm drunk too. He's like, oh, you got drunk. And then we're like having a moment right there. And like, dude, let's go. We got like 10 minutes. And we're like running. We're running, and then we get downstairs, and like I'm like shit faced at this point because like it's all hitting me, and I've never been like drunk before. It's all hitting me, and I'm in like a running suit. We literally are running, and I collapse, hit the fucking floor, face plant, tear my shit. I tore my fucking my running suit and everything like that. And then I got up, and everybody was like laughing at me, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I just kept running. I kept running until I got the formation. Yeah. I kept running. I got the formation. I'm in formation. I'm standing, and I'm doing this shit. But luckily, the person that was in charge of formation, which is like all the not financial, faculty advisors, all the faculty advisors will rotate, and it was our faculty advisor. He was a short black dude. I will never forget this shit. He saw me. He saw me drunk. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm good, I'm good. I'm just wobbling a little bit. He doesn't know the shit. Me now, I know like how dumb I look. Me now know I'm a dumbass 19-year-old, obviously drunk. I'm just not trying to make it obvious. So I'm standing in formation, and we just chilling. And I'm doing this shit. And everybody's looking at me like, yo, chill. stand still. And I'm like, I am standing still. Shut the fuck up. And then we're like cussing each other out in parade rest, trying not to move and shit. And I was like, y'all just shut the fuck up. Just let him fucking come up to us, and then everything's gonna be normal. And so he made us do like 2 or 3 drill movements, and then I did the drill and we all did the drill movements together, and we did it perfectly. He was trying to test and see who was drunk or whatever. My roommate was drunk, but he didn't care because he was, it was 22. And then after that, he broke us all down, and then we had to show our ID so we can go back, so we can get released back into to the room. So we're all lined up one by one, and then this girl, she was like, "Get it together, get it together, get it together." And she's like, "Giving me water." I'm like, "I'm good, I'm good." Just give me water from a Camelback. I was like, "I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good." He was like, "No, you're not. Your breath smells like alcohol, and you smell like stripper ass." And I was like, "Why'd you say that? Like, are you serious?" And then she was like, "Yes, like yeah, that's why they get caught, and then she keep fucking drinking water." And then, but he already knew. Like I said, the guy already knew. The faculty, he already knew I was fucked up. And then so when we went by, and he was like looking at everybody, he looked me dead in my eyes. I went like this with a straight face. He was all right, and I walked through. I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought my life was over. I thought my life was over, but he let me get a pass. He let me get a pass, and I went outside. I was like, "Yes, yes!" I started screaming like and acting like I just fucking won a fucking marathon or some shit. And he came out, "Hey, shut the fuck up!" I was, "Oh," I said, "Sorry." And I just I went up to my room. I ran to my room and I fucking just passed out. I fucking passed out, dog. I was like, "Yo, that was such a close calling. There was so much that happened, and I literally could have just made one wrong move, and it would have been over."
Yeah, but fucking whatchamacallit. And so yeah, man, that shit was crazy. I remember I had to make curfew at airborne school. And I was and so we had to make our curfew was like 10:30. And so to come back on like when you leave airborne school, you had to do 30 push-ups or what was it? 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, and 10 pull-ups to enter and exit. And there's like 3 or 4 cameras pointed there at the pull-up bar. So you got to do it right there. If you skip any, once you come back, the black cats catch you and they're going to make you do double. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, and then I think you had to scan your ID too on the way out. So they knew who the fuck, they knew who you were. And so we leave. And so I'm telling you, there was this fine girl I was messing with while I was at airborne school that I should have been messing with. And so let's just say, she was probably one of the baddest Latinas I ever messed around with. And so, and she's from, not even gonna say where she's from, but she's a bad Latina. And I ain't gonna lie, I can't. I don't even think I can say where she's from. I don't want people to pinpoint. Oh, because everybody wanted her, even the black cats wanted her. They were trying to get at her. Oh, everybody fucking wanted her.
All we want to know is what type of Latina she was.
Puerto Rico.
See, that could be anywhere. That could be from New York. That could be Florida. That could be from Puerto Rico. That could be.
I'm not gonna say what state she lives in. But
you know how many Puerto Ricans are everywhere.
Ooh, I'm just gonna say this was a bad motherfucker, and she was older than me too. I was what was it? I was 23 at the time. 23? You're 22? 22. And so I was like, pretty much, we're in airborne school, and this is after I pretty much got into it with a sergeant, and they pretty much kicked me out of airborne school. And so I got into a fight with a sergeant. I'm not gonna get into it. Got into a fight with him. They pretty much just kicked me out, and they put me in a holding platoon.
Yeah,
where they just hold you. You said what? Or a holding company, my bad, holding company. It was like a whole company of people just waiting to get sent to the units.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was saying you had a nigga moment.
Yeah, big time. Well, actually, let me talk about it too. Fuck it. Yeah, so pretty much I'm doing my push-ups. So in airborne school, you got to get at least 40. 42 push-ups. Excuse me, 42 push-ups to be certified as airborne. I had a chance to go air assault, which I should have gone. I had a chance to go air assault, and I was like, nah, let me go through the tough one. Let me go through the tough one. I already went through, me thinking I can do whatever. I was like, I should have gone air assault. They would at least put me in the air assault division or something. And what's called, and air assault's only like a week, air assault school. And so, yeah, so pretty much go to air assault school. I mean, go to airborne school, and that's 3 weeks. And so you're running everywhere. And like, this is the thing about airborne, any airborne units, anybody can attest you got to run every fucking where. And so, yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like everywhere we ran, like there, if you got caught walking, you'd be smoked immediately. And so, yeah, bro, we went, and me being devious and being petty as hell. One of the black hats was like really close to knocking. He wasn't supposed to be doing it. I don't think. I don't know the rules, but he
The rule,
wasn't supposed to
yeah,
be
if
messing.
you're an instructor, you cannot fuck the students. You
Yeah,
cannot. That's like a
I don't, yeah,
that's a known thing.
yeah. I don't think he cared, and so and so because I'm telling you, this girl, I'm telling you, this was a bad motherfucker. She was a little bit. She had a mixture of fucking what's her name? She had a mixture of Celine Dion, Jennifer Lopez, everything. It was like a crazy mix of what she looked like. I was like, gosh, that man, she just had a perfect body. And so many niggas wanted, oh my God. And they literally paired me up with her on a PT. And she's like, hi, Ruben. She said, hi, Ruben, what you doing? I was like, oh, that type of accent make your knees buckle.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, hold up. And so she was like, "Hey Ruben, you're gonna be my partner?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be a partner. You gonna be mine?" She's like, "I'll be yours, papi." I was like, ugh, ugh. And I was like, "Hey, what you doing?" And I told her, I was like, "Hey, what you doing?" "I'm going to the mall next week. I'm going to the mall Friday. You want to come with me? Me and my homegirl?" And I'm like, "I bet." And then my homeboys hear it, and they're like, "Hey, can we come too?" And then, motherfuckers be hating. And I was like, and she's like, "I don't know. Do you want them to come, Ruben?" Like, and she was down, like, and she was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you want them to come, Ruben? Maybe they don't have to if you don't want to." And I was like, "I mean, it's up to you. I mean, they're your friends. Yeah, bring them on. That way my girl has somebody to talk to, because she had a homegirl with it."
Yeah.
Man, bro, bad motherfucker. And so me and her just walking, and we start holding hands. And and this is in shape, chiseled chin jaw Ruben, not giving a fuck Ruben. And I didn't give a fuck. And so we walk in, we're going through the mall, and she's showing me lingerie and bras and shit. "Does it look good on me?" I was like, "Well, I gotta see it in person to inspect properly." She's like, "Ah, you so funny, Ruben." I'm already in. I'm in. You know, I'm in that boy, nigga. And we get back, nigga. She's like, "Hey, Ruben, come with me." I was like, "All right." He's like, "Hey, so this is my room over here, so I'll be right back." All right. And so I take, and I'm looking, and so this is the girls' barracks, right? And so and she's like right next to the door, so I'm taking a peek, and I'm seeing her in her bra. I was like, "Ooh!" And I think she saw me look. I think she saw me looking too.
At a rack city?
Oh, she had the most perfect, like almost the most perfect body. I was like, "Gosh, damn!" And so I'm like, "Gosh, damn, bro, I gotta go crazy, bro." And so, and we're about to go down. We're about to go downstairs and hang out because everybody's like, they have everybody on detail. And so, me and her are cleaning, right? And I'm over here. We're like, she's literally sitting on my lap, and I'm like, ooh, ooh. And I'm telling you, man, like this motherfucker was thick, it was like natural thick. Like I was like, oh. And she started sitting on my lap, and she's like, "Can I sit on you, papi?" I was like, I was like, I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the other niggas, I look at me hating. The other motherfuckers, the other dudes are like this. There was a dude from the Air Force, a dude from no, two dudes from the Air Force I was cool with, and there was a dude from the Marines, and they're just like this. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'm over here hugging her from the back, just we're fixing this thing together.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I got you. She's like, hi, you're so good. And I'm like, oh damn. I was like, hey, I'm good. She's like, see. And I'm like, I have her down my neck. I'm like this. I'm like, oh shit. And then she feels something down there. She's like, what you got down there? I'm like, you want to see? See? I was like, okay. Man, me and her sneak into that. There's a hallway there. And there's a bathroom right in the middle of that hallway.
Yeah.
And so anybody in airborne school, I don't know if they still, there was like a blind spot for the cameras. I don't know if they still had that blind spot there. I doubt it, but you know. And so me and her, it was quick, but it was like a small little blind spot. Because the only reason I know is because I had CQ with a drill sergeant there, and I saw the camera angles and shit like that.
You saw the drill sergeant working angles.
Yeah, I was like, I looked at the angle. I was like, yeah, if you sneak on the corner, you wouldn't see it. Huh. And so I knew there was gonna be opportunity too. And so me and I snuck her into the men's restroom. Like the camera cuts off at the girls' restroom, right?
Yeah.
But you don't see the men's restroom. And so what I did was I snuck into the men's restroom, and so she's like, I know it smells bad in here. I was like, don't worry about it. Come here. And so I grabbed one of the shower curtains because they always have the shower curtains hanging off on the side. When I grabbed it and I covered her, so she's like, I know. Man, I went to town, bro. I went to fucking town, bro. And there was a sergeant from the Marines that walked by, and he was hearing. He's like, and the reason I knew is because the dude was cool. Dude was cool as fuck though, and he started laughing. He was like, and so man, I started going to town, bro. I started going to town on this motherfucker. Man, I'm hitting. I got her legs up like this on the wall. I'm going to fucking work. And the thing is, curfew or the curfew's at fucking 10. What was it? 10:30. It was 10:22, and I'm going to town, and I'm like this, but it's on the other side of the fucking building formation. And if you walk, that's a good 5-10 minute walk. And so I was over here, and she's looking at her watch, like, we gotta go. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, no, curfew, formation. And I was like, oh shit. I'm putting my pants on. Oh fuck. I'm looking around, making sure there's nobody looking. And then we fucking book it. Me and her are just booking it. And then we make it at like the last second too, man. Make it at last second formation, dog. I swear. And me and her would go to that same bathroom, man. I was taking that motherfucker to Pound Town. Oh my gosh, that was supposed to. Telling you, dog. Like one of the baddest bodies I ever messed around with, dog. I'm surprised we didn't get caught too. There was one night we almost got caught, but the drill sergeant had to call somewhere else, and he had stopped. He was just waiting outside the bathroom, and then there was a other dude that was there. He's like, "Bro, you got so fucking lucky." He's like, "Why?" He's like, "A drill sergeant heard noises from the bathroom, bro." I was like, "What?" Yeah, he heard the noises, bro. He was waiting for y'all to get out.
Oh,
I was like, he's like, yeah, but luckily he got called somewhere else. I was like, whoo. And so I was like, all right, man, let me stop fucking around. And then and then I ended up and I was an asshole though. So I ended up taking her best friend in there, the other girl that she brought with the other time. I ended up taking her best friend in there. And it was a wrap, literally that day. She found out that day, she's like, she already moved that taca Spanish. You ain't shit. Then she started fucking around with this dude in the fucking Navy. And then dude thought he had something. I was like, hey, nigga, you get my sloppy seconds, nigga. Get the fuck out of my face. Because he was trying to brag. He was trying to brag to me. He's like, yeah, man, man, you folded on that bitch, man. I would never fold on that. Yeah, he was trying to fucking talk down to me. He's like, you folded on that, man. Because the girl, her best friend was Mexican.
How you fumble this big, man?
Yeah, he's like, man, how you fold on a Mexican over there, the Puerto Rican? And I was like, hey, man, get the fuck out of my face, dog. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Yeah. He's like, I'm just saying, dog, I would have never, bro. I was like, shut your ass up, nigga. Like, you win, nigga. Whatever. And so, I pretty much just told him, like, oh, shit. But, yeah, man, I mean, now she's doing her thing. She's married, everything. She has family and everything. So I wish her well, but, I didn't say no names, so don't come at me in the DMs or anything. So,
Puerto Rico.
Why are you talking about me, Ruby? Why are you talking about me? Well, I ain't talking about you, bitch.
I was talking about your best friend.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, they became friends again. They're like, no, we're not gonna let nobody break us up. She was mad at her for a minute, and I didn't even want the. The thing is, I didn't even want a Mexican friend. Didn't even want her.
You was caught up being a nigga.
Hey, I was being a nigga, bro. I had pussy
galore. Caught up being a nigga. You ready to go live though?
Yeah, man, let's go and get live, man. But anyways, that's the military hood stories. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like, share, and comment down below. I definitely would appreciate it. I doubt this gets advertised, or I doubt we're able to advertise this, but either way, hopefully you guys watch this story. This is our hood military stories. I feel like it'll be good stories. Yeah, and if you guys have something similar, go ahead and put it down in the comment section down below. I'm sure you guys got way better stories.
Come on, we all got stories, man. We all got military stories, man. I mean, that was just one when I was a dumbass E2.
Yeah, man, I was, and the crazy thing is, she was a sergeant. That the Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Her homegirl was a specialist, and I was a private.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it got real. But yeah, either way, let me know if you guys have any similar stories down in the comments. See if you got anything special, and if you want us to read them out loud, of course, without revealing any names or anything like that, let us know. We'll go ahead and read them out loud for you. But yeah, until next time, it's too easy. You know the deal.